They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Miners will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas's offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Longhorns! Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd, you know good and well, all All these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UTEP's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Locklear. The sure hands, it's Thomas. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Now, what a great job by the defense. You know, on short yardage situations like this, they can run the QB sneak. You're diving, getting as many bodies around the quarterback as you can, and it's just gravy when you can force a fumble and recover in that type of situation.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Barrels ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Makes the pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Miners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead. Now it breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take...
Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Locklear. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The Miners have this offense rolling. Wilson on the carry. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
And here's the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab down the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Got a man, it's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick release on the RPO. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lotlier. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Tackle on the play at the 22-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
And the Miners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. The give to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Miners will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Moore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Locklear. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. That's caught, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Wingo. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes one man miss. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Manning. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head and can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
That makes the score Texas 31, UTEP 6.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
1st and 10.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Manning. Good timing on the quick out. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes. A nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's in open space downfield. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the Miners will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Power football with the run. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
2nd down coming up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The short hands. It's Wingo. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Locklear. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That's reeled in. It's Moore.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wants to throw. It's Locklear. Right on the money. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
And the Miners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Odom. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Down at the 50. First down for the offense.
The Miners are on the move. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if they can just get him out of a spot.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll run the option, and they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Hand off from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. And he'll be brought down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
UTEP, number 14, in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
bangs it through for an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
UTEP 13.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Manning. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. He's loose. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll run it with Wilson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll move the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick, it's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Wingo. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it past the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rotlier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Texas, 58. UTEP, 13.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Texas.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Picks up 1. Brings up 3rd down.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the... Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a move to get open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Fires to the tight end. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wilson on the carry. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Kick is in the air. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They'll run it with Wilson. There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Odom. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Miners will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
The option look. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Got room to work. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And 1st down for the offense.